Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Steppa Set. I just had something pop in my head as I'm driving home right now. I got about like a 40-minute ride, and something just popped in my mind, man. I was involved in a real bad car accident about 20 years ago now. Wow, it's been about 20 years. It happened in 2003, November, with my cousin. And throughout the years, let me see if I can wipe this off to make it more clear. Throughout the years, I've been really trying to forgive my cousin. But it's not only the car accident that bothers me about my cousin, or that's making it hard for me to forgive him for the accident, but it's other things that done happened throughout the years that he done did. But this video right here is me just venting about the car accident. And do y'all think that it's wrong for me to be holding on to it as hard as I am? I'm gonna tell you the whole story the way it went, because I got about a 40-minute ride ahead of me. And I would like to get, other people's input on it and ways that I maybe could start to forgive them, or different perspectives of the situation. But I'm gonna give you what happened from my perspective. And this is what happened. So I asked him, I said, hey, yo, you could ask your girl, could she get me a rental car? No, I said something like that. Or you think your girl to get me a rental car? He was like, yeah, man, she get you a rental car. Just ask her, you know what I mean? And probably give her a couple dollars. Look out, throw a couple dollars for getting it for you, but she'll get you the rental. I'm like, all right, cool. That's what's up. So I called her. She was like, yeah, I get you a rental. Bang. So she lived in a few towns away from me. So I go up there, and I sat at her house for a while because the rental place didn't have no rentals available. So I sat there with a mutual friend of me and my cousin. My cousin had left. He took her car, his girlfriend's car, and he was in the town where we be at, Hartford. He was in Hartford, and I'm up in Middletown at his house with his girl, and our boy waiting for a rental to become available. So we waited for hours, man. Hours, man. I would say about 5 hours. It was something long, man. It was like a long time, to the point where I was just about to say, fuck the renter, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I'd ride a horse the way I'm going. I was so frustrated. You know what I mean? I was that frustrated. So finally, when I was at the end I was about to really be like, nah, forget the rental, because I don't want to, I've been waiting, and my whole day is like fucking ruined. And then I had a lady friend of mine that was waiting for me to come and take her out for a birthday. So I was like, come on, man, with this damn car. So anyway, right when I was about to just say fuck the rental, they end up calling, like, yeah, we got a car. I was like, oh, okay, fuck. So as now mind you, my cousin been gone all those hours that I've been waiting at her house. He's been in Hartford with her car, just doing whatever he was doing. So soon as we get the call, after like 5 hours of waiting, we leaving out the house to go to the rental place. He pulls up. I forgot. I don't even know how we was going to get to the rental place. And I didn't have a car. He had her car. So I think, yeah, it just so happened that he was pulling up as we was getting the call that the rental was, available. So then we jump on her car. We go to the rental place. So we pulls up. So when we pull up, it was it's like, yeah, we got this right here, and it was an Intrepid, like a tan, like a champagne color Intrepid. But the guy said it had a tape deck in it. And I'm like, man, I don't want this shit, man. it's just something about the car I just didn't. First of all, when he said the tape down, I was like, oh hell no. But it was something about that car I just didn't. It just felt. It didn't feel right. It felt creepy. I don't know. It felt weird. It just felt. It just didn't. It didn't feel right. I had a tape deck, and it just felt like, nah, I don't want the car. So my cousin was like, man, you might as well just get the car since you've been waiting, and you know, come back and switch it. So I'm like, all right, yeah, that's right. That's true. Let me just get the car, and then, you know, we could ask the people at the place, can I switch this? Yeah, you can switch it, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. So I gets the car. So now that I got the car, I'm ready to go and pick my lady up that's been, a friend of mine that's been waiting on me to take out for her birthday and shit. Like, she's been waiting for me to come get her. So as I'm driving, my cousin like, now here he go. Hey, yo, you could bring me to Hartford so I could cop? And when he mean by cop, he mean like buy some drugs. You know, we was, you know, drug dealers and shit. Now, mind you, he had her car the whole time in Hartford. But now that I got this rental car, he asked me, could I bring him down to Hartford to cop? I'm like, bro, you just had this girl car all this time that we've been up here waiting for this rental, and now you're like, yeah, man, it's gonna be quick, man. I'm like, come on, I gotta go bring you to Hartford, then bring you back here to Middletown, and then I could go and pick up this girl when I've been she's been waiting on me for like 5 hours. I'm like, man, this is crazy. The only way I felt obligated to do it was because his girl got me the car. Now, if it was just I got the car, my peoples had got the car, I was like, hell no, I'm not about to do that after waiting all this time for the car. I'm not about to do all, and you had this girl car all this time in Hartford, and you just want to, you know what I mean? You just want to just come and, like, because I got a rental now and have, you know what I mean? That shit had me so fucking mad. So anyway, I'm like, so I told him, this is why I messed up at too. This is my second mistake. First mistake is I agreed to bring him to Hartford to cop. The second mistake is I told him, because people knew I didn't like being dirty. Like, when it comes to like having drugs on you, guns on you, I'm the type of person that I just did not like being dirty. Like, I'll be dirty for the time I had to be when it was going to get the drug, but I'm fast to go drop it off, or, you know, shit like that. I just wasn't with being dirty. That just wasn't me. I don't care guns or nothing. I ain't have none of that shit on me. I just didn't like being dirty because I've been pulled over in plenty of times, and then cops, I just didn't like it. I just didn't want to do it. And everybody knew that about me before they got in my car. Bro, you dirty? No, are you dirty? So my second mistake is I told him, man, well, I don't like being dirty, man, so you gonna have to drive. When I should have just drove. When I should have drove. Because what ended up happening, he like, all right. So boom, he driving. So now we on our way to Hartford. Now this is about, from Middletown to Hartford, it's about a 20-minute ride, a little over 20 minutes. So he driving. So boom, we go to the to his Connect house. You know, he grabbed him an ounce of crack. You know what I'm saying? So instead of him jumping right back on the highway and going back to Middletown after he got his crack, he want to drive around Hartford and bounce the car, playing 50 Cent, the G-Unit album was out then with the I think it's Beg for Mercy, the song I'll Teach You How to Stunt. I mean, that's that song. Every time I hear that song, it reminds me of that day, because that's the song he kept playing over and over and over again. So he driving around, playing that fucking song. So he drives down the strip that we was hustling on, Brook Street. So he pulls over. So this girl comes to the car. She like, now the whole time he doing, I'm like, yo, man, come on, man, I gotta go. Like, I'm talking shit. Me and him basically arguing in the car because he want to keep driving around, and I gotta go. So he pulls up on the strip we was hustling on, and then one of the girls that be out there, she like, yo, Chris, could you go to the package store for me? I'm like, hell no, man, what the fuck? He like, yeah, I got you. fucking take her money. Now I'm pissed. He go to the corner, go to the package store for the girl, come back, give her the fucking the beer, whatever the fuck she ordered. Probably a beer, cause that's what she was drinking. She loved the fucking beer. Give her the beer. So now he like, man, let me hurry, man. We talking like, man, let me hurry up, man, and get the fuck out of here, man. This dude talking. This what he's saying. This dude. So when we drop off the beer, my godbrother was out there, so he jumps in the back of the car. So he's like, man, let me get out of here, man. This and that, man. You just talking, man. This what he's saying to me, because I keep complaining because I got somebody waiting on me and I'm fucking pissed because I've been waiting for the. So anyway, so we go. He about to get on the highway, so he stopped at a store that's right close to the highway to go in there, and my godbrother went in there to grab some Dutches to smoke. So my godbrother get out, he go inside the store to get the Dutches. So while we sitting there, I'm in the passenger seat, a cop pulled right up on the side of us. Look in the car. And then fucking, I knew they was about to fuck with us. Look in the car. And then they back up a little bit and put their lights on. So my cousin say, he's look at me, he said, yo, I'm about to take him. I said, man, I'm about to get the fuck out. So I go to open the car door and he punched the shit. I'm like, oh my motherfucking God. Oh my fucking God. I'm in a goddamn car chase. And mind you, before this car chase, my cousin always was getting away from the fucking police in cars. Like, my cousin a wild dude, man. I mean, he's one of those dudes that, you know how they say he a Steppa. He put in that work, you know what I mean, on these streets. He just one of those wild street niggas. He just one of those dudes. But he's a calm one. He's calm. His demeanor is calm. But you disrespect him or his family or anybody he loves, to that matter, he snaps, man. It's like I don't know, man. He's real cool, but he's real fucking crazy at the same fucking time. So he punched the fucking car. So now we go. So he hops on the highway. Now mind you, it had rain, so the streets is like wet. So he flying, so he on the highway. So we got him beat. You know what I mean? We got the we got the police beat. So what he tried to do was he tried to get off an exit. This exit in our town, Signy Street exit going 84 West. And you could get off the exit and go around and hook and go right back on going the other way. It was a great idea to go this way, then come back around and shoot back the other way. Like, it was brilliant. But I'm like, yo, you gotta, so while he flying off the exit, I'm like, yo, you gotta slow down. You gotta make this turn. He like, I know. So he hit the brake. He go, and I look. And mind you, he put on his seatbelt before the chase. I didn't even put my seatbelt on. I don't even know why I didn't. I was just so pissed. I just forgot to put my fucking seatbelt on. But I seen when he put his seatbelt on. So he's getting off this exit. So he hitting the brake, but the brakes was so weird in his rental. It was like you hit it a little bit and the shit it was just like the brakes was like too fucking tight or it was too something, because when I drove the car for that little hot second that I had it before I told him he got to drive, I was hitting the brake like, damn, this shit weird feeling, man. Like, you hit the brake a little bit and this motherfucker like stopping on a dime almost. So I knew it was already something funny with the brakes. So I'm like, yo, I said, man, you get off the exit, man, you gotta make this turn, bro. Like, so he's like, I know. So he hit the brake, I felt the car scared. He hit the brake again, I feel it like scared. And in that split second, I said, oh no, we about to hit this fucking wall, because in the front of the exit, it was like a brick wall, but then it had like a metal gate on top of it. And I was like, we about to hit this shit. So he came, so I just remember turning around and hugging the fucking seat, man. That's all I remember, man. And all I heard, boom! Just a loud ass fucking crash, man. And I remember when it happened, I was moving my tongue around in my mouth because I thought I knocked all my teeth out, because when I put my tongue, that's the first thing I noticed. I put my tongue in my mouth, and I was like, oh shit, I done knocked my goddamn teeth out, man. Oh my God, the tooth fairy on her fucking way, man. I was just pissed. Like, I can't believe I done knocked my I remember how fucked up I felt about my goddamn teeth being knocked out. I was like, yo, I done knocked my goddamn furniture out my mouth. Like, I'm bald in the mouth. Like, man, where I'm from, man, and how we joke, me having a bald spot in my fucking mouth was gonna be the joke of the fucking century, man. But then I looked over at him, because I'm stuck in, like, under the dashboard. And I look at him, he slumped over the fucking steering wheel, glasses crooked than a motherfucker. I thought he was dead. I'm like, oh, shit. So the car on fire. So I hear people saying, get out the car on fire, get out the car. And I remember me saying, like, yo, I can't, like, I couldn't, like, I was done. Like, I was fucked up, man. So all I remember is getting pulled out the fucking back seat, through the back seat. The cop pulled me out the, I guess he opened the back door and pulled me out through the back seat and fucking, like, slammed me on the goddamn ground. I don't know. I just remember getting slammed, man. I mean, and both of them, now mind you, both of my legs were fucking broke. I broke both my femur bones and my jaw. My teeth wasn't knocked out. It's just that I broke my jaw. So the shit was just spread it the fuck open like the Predator. So, well, the cop must have got mad, because he was mad that, you know, he was chasing us and shit. This motherfucker slapped me on the ground, and I'm laying there fucking bent up on the ground like the letter N, like a Raggedy Ann doll, just on the ground, fucking shit, bent up, fucked up. So I'm like, oh fuck. So I remember the ambulance asking me, what hospital you want to go to? And, you know, it's like a couple options, like St. Francis or Hartford Hospital. But St. Francis, where I live at, always had like a fucked up name. like, you go to St. Francis, you're gonna fucking die. And I chose fucking Hartford Hospital. So I go to Hartford Hospital, and they fucking put me back together again. And I was sort of like an experiment, because the operation that the doctor did on me was an operation that basically the doctors were saying, like, if it wasn't that doctor and it was another doctor, I probably wouldn't walk again, because the procedure that he did was so tedious. And mind you, I had fucking regular, I had state insurance, was so tedious and so complex that it was like, man, any other doctor would have just been like, man, fuck it, he just not gonna walk again. Rather than do the surgery and shit that this doctor did. They had doctors flying in to look at me, to just view his work, like, oh my God, like, you need to really thank this doctor. Like, you need to get this doctor a thank you card, because the surgery he did on you is so, like, oh man, it's brilliant work, basically. Like, it's brilliant work. So, now mind you, when we crashed, the police find drugs in the car. They was his drugs. It wasn't fucking my drugs, they was his drugs. So, you know, he had drugs in his ass. They fell out and the shit, all kinds of shit. So what he did was, while we was both in the hospital, he gonna have his girlfriend call me, acting like she the police, to see what I'm gonna say when the police question me about the drugs and shit. So I get a call, oh, this is the so-and-so from the detective from the Harvard Police Department. Yeah, we called in to see, we found 28 grams of crack rock cocaine in the car and some other shit she was saying. And We just want to know, like basically saying, this yours or who would this belong to? I said, it ain't mine. So they was like, so she was like, well, now mind you, I'm thinking it's the fucking police. I said, it ain't mine. She's like, okay, it's not yours. So you saying it's Christopher? I ain't gonna say his last name. I'm like, no, you're saying that. I'm telling you it ain't mine, right? So I'm sticking to that. It ain't fucking mine. Hell no, it ain't fucking mine. I'm not about to go down for no fucking drugs that I know. That's not mine. Oh, so you saying it's Christopher? I'm like, no, you're saying it's his. I'm telling you it ain't mine. Yeah, so if you're saying it's not yours, you're saying it's his. I said, no, I'm not. I'm telling you it ain't fucking mine. So boom. So then like days later, she called me, Jay, that was me. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? That was me. Like, this shit ain't no fucking joke. That was me. Anyway, so he gets out. So he gets discharged way before me. He only stayed in the hospital for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And mind you, no charges, no cop never came to me, questioned me about nothing. Nothing never came. They never came and questioned me about shit at all. So week and a half passed, 2 weeks, he come down to my room to see me and shit. Yo, I'm sorry, cuz. Break down crying. Yo, I'm sorry, man. I want you to forgive me, man, and that. You know, and I told him it's all right. You know, I forgive him. I did say that. I said that. But I didn't mean it, man. He was just crying and shit, and I don't know. I guess I just said that to kind of, I don't know. I really didn't fucking mean it, man, because I held on to it. So I stayed in the hospital for like a month and a half, 2 months, because they would not let me leave until I get a ramp built, because I had to be in a fucking wheelchair, so they wouldn't let me. And I hadn't used the bathroom, I hadn't took a shit. So they was like, you can't leave until you take a shit. Like, we can't let you leave like that. And, you know, I had to get a ramp built because I was gonna be in a wheelchair for a while. So I fucking get the ramp built, and now my best friend, right? Check how crazy this story get. My best friend, brother-in-law, is the one that chased us, right? So he talked to me one day, said, Jerry, man, you know, I was speaking to my brother-in-law, man. He the one that chased y'all, man. He said that they're gonna sign the warrant for your cousin, but they're not gonna sign it for you because you know you fucked up and you was a passenger. And plus, you know, when they got, you know, pulled up your cousin out the car, drugs fell out his ass. Fell out his ass. And it was his drugs. I didn't have no fucking drugs. So me being the cousin I am, and even though my best friend probably told me don't say nothing, I'm not 100% sure on that, but just knowing him, I probably think he told me not to say nothing. But I had to say something to him because I couldn't I didn't feel comfortable with knowing that he's about to have a warrant out and he's not aware of this shit, because we never got questioned or nothing by no cops. They never nothing. And now we've been out the hospital for, I don't know how long we was out the hospital before all this happened. I don't know if it was a month or two or some shit. So I hit him. I'm like, yo. I was like, man, my boy hit me, man. You know, he said that they about to sign a warrant on you, but they not about to sign it on me, man. But I don't know why the fuck I told him that. Because now he going around, like he said to somebody, like, basically, how I'm gonna go in jail for, like, how they signing one for me and not for you. Basically getting upset because he was getting a warrant signed for him and I wasn't. Like, nigga, I'm already fucked. Yo, I had 2 broken femurs, a broken jaw, and when they put me back together again, I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong, I'm fucking grateful, but I shrunk. I lost like a couple inches. You know what I mean? I used to be 5'10". Now I'm fucking 5'8". You know what I mean? Like, Like, bro, like I took a hit for nothing. Cause of your shit. I'm telling this dude to throw the shot out the window while we getting chased anyway. Cause we had the fucking cops smoke. He could have flung that shot out the window. Man, we passed so many crackheads, man. Motherfucker, crackhead would have caught that ounce of cane dead on his stem. He'd have threw that shot. Crackhead would have been, it was so many crackheads out there, they would have pulled out their stem and just caught the fucking ounce of crack right on the stem and lit that motherfucker up. Wouldn't been no evidence. All that little area right there, he could have, man, that shit would have been gone. One of them crackheads would have caught that motherfucker. And so, anyway, he went around just saying that how he just, you know what I mean, why he getting on and I'm not. I'm like, yo, oh my fucking God, man. Oh my fucking God, yo. Can't believe this dude, man. And to this day, I got metal rods all in my leg. It's raining right now, and I feel like the fucking Tin Man right now when I get out and walk. And when I get up in the mornings or when I get up and when it's raining, like, bro, it's like I gotta warm up to walking. Like, I gotta warm the fuck up. You know what I mean? I'm grateful to be walking. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to make it seem like I'm complaining, because I could have been paralyzed. And mind you, the doctors told me somebody came in the hospital with the same injury I got and fucking died because of that vein that runs down your, I forgot what it's called, some vein that runs down alongside your leg, that if you fuck that up is a wrap. Someone came in with my same injuries and fucking died. So don't get me wrong, I'm fucking grateful for still being able to walk, you know, still being able to, you know, like move my hips like Elvis, you know what I mean, being that sack, you know. But just that accident, man, is what bothers me, because what I should have did is mean what I say and say what I mean. I should have just told my cousin, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to Hartford. I got something I got to do, and I've been waiting for this car. I should have just stood on that rather than, you know, to try to please, like being the pleaser. And all right, cuz I'll bring you since your girl got me the car. I shouldn't have did that. I should have just really just not did that. And I think about that situation a lot, especially when I'm in pain. And it bothers me. And that's why in this world, in this existence, you have to remain true to yourself. You have to guard yourself, guard your energy, because people, energies, and intentions affects you. I could have died in 2003. You know how many people I know done died in car accidents? Now, I could have been dead 20 years ago with 3 kids. At that time, my son was 3, my daughter was 4, my other daughter was 7. I would have been dead. All because I'm trying to just be a pleaser instead of standing on my ground and being like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. And there's other things that my cousin did I'm not even gonna get into right now. Like, I stopped this dude from killing himself. Like, I'm not even, man, listen, man. I just don't know, man. It's so much history with my cousin, man, that I've been through. But that car accident, it just was something else, man. Like, that experience was terrible for me, man. And not only that, but through that accident, I ended up getting hooked on Percocets, pain pills, which affected me from 2003 off and on mostly on till 2020, when I finally, man, just said, I'm done. And to be quite honest with you, I did some after 2020, because not too long ago, I had like a little like a month little stint where I was doing them again. I just ended up cutting it off again and telling myself, hell no, you is not about to go back down this road. So all because of that, I ended up getting an addiction, because they have me on so many fucking pain pills, Percocets and Vicodins and what's that other shit? Morphine, and I had a fucking morphine drip in the hospital, just pressing the fuck out the button, and I just had all kind of give me all kind of fucking pain pills. So I had some serious fucking injuries. But what happened is, I ended up fucking getting addicted to them. They try to wean you off and all that, man. That shit don't work for the most part, man. Shit don't fucking work, man. You take fucking pills and pain pills for fucking a couple years at a time, a year like at a time, like, yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. They fucking get you turned the fuck out. And I was turned out. All because of this accident. Because of my cousin's decision and me not standing my ground as a man. And I know I didn't want to do something, but I still fucking did it. And that's what I'm telling y'all out there, man. Whatever you feel in your heart that you don't want to do, and if and a lot of times it be family that puts you, your family, your friends, put you in a fucked up situation. And I'm saying, and I'm telling you from experience, and this is not my only experience I had with people, but this is one of the worst ones I done dealt with. Man, stand your ground, man. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. No. You gotta protect yourself, man, because you never know how long that experience of whatever you doing for that person is gonna affect you. Like that one experience in 2003 cost me my height, cost me, the regular use of my legs, because they're not the way they used to be. It got me addicted to pain pills. Like, man, like that shit cost me a lot. So how would you forgive that? How would you forgive that kind of a situation with your family? How would you? I'm really having a hard time processing it and really trying to get over it. So if any of y'all got any tips out there to help a brother out, man, let me know, man. I appreciate y'all for listening. I'm almost home. And we all are one. Remember that. So until we all are free, none of us are free. You hear me? Enjoy your day, man. I love you. Peace.